We're back here again. So today we're gonna do something exciting, and what we're gonna do?
Build a PC.
We're gonna build my girlfriend's PC. She's been really wanting a PC, and she just went straight for it and just bought some parts. We're gonna take a look. So one of the things she wanted was a small case, so we went for a small case.
You don't say. You don't say. You don't say.
So we got the H210i. It looks small, but it's big. Alright, so I'm just kidding, guys. It is tiny. It was just the box that was big. You can see the inside. Take out the foam very carefully. Woo-hoo, look how nice it looks. Look how nice it looks. So the next thing that we're gonna open is the motherboard. So we got the B450. I think this is the one we found that could fit this one with Ryzen. Everybody's getting these, so we bought it to build our PC. We could have gone Intel, but I don't know, something by AMD, you know. So the next thing we got for the CPU cooler, water cooled, the PinkFlow 240. I just got the box, it's lighter than carrying the whole thing, the radiator and stuff. Now when you're getting like a gaming PC, it's best to have two different type of memory. For the first, we got this M.3. It's 500 gigabytes. So this is just gonna be for the boot for Windows 10. So you can boot up quick. And where we want to store everything, which is in this box, like games, applications that you download. A 1 terabyte hard drive. We might need more later, but just to start off, I'll save videos, pictures, anything on this, so you won't fill everything on this one. The next thing she got was white cables, going with the theme, white and pink. And then the next thing, we just bought this. We just went to Best Buy. CX750M Corsair power supply, 80 plus bronze certified. I think this is good. I don't know if it's an overkill for power, but and we also got the 2060 GPU. So excited for this. So the next thing, we bought the Vengeance Pro 16 gigabytes. She could have gone 8, but it's better to have more RAM, you know. We went for another Corsair product for the thermal paste. The last thing was she wanted an RGB fan, because these, I don't think it comes with an RGB fan, does it? I don't know, we need to check it out, but she bought one. I know the PinkFlow does come with RGB lights, so we might put this one on the rear. I think the one that comes on top is just a regular one, just a non-RGB fan. All this, if you don't know how much it costs $1,200 if you want to build the exact build that we have. So just putting it out there. So I think that's pretty much it. So we're gonna start building. Just opening the case. It's tempered glass, so you gotta be careful. There's a little warning here too. I don't know how to open this. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh no, so my Jesse Ninja knife. Take a while to open that, but let's see what's in here. Let's see what's in here. Those are screws and cables. I just got a Phillips screwdriver, and we're just gonna take these screws off to take the metal white part off. What we're gonna do first is set up the motherboard, but just to make sure, ground yourself and be safe with the motherboard. Now we're gonna get the CPU and we're gonna put it in that CPU socket. Now we're just gonna open the latch. Now the secret with this, it has a little white mark right here and a little arrow. You wanna match up that arrow with the arrow on the CPU, which is in this little corner right there, the little yellow gold mark, and that's how you want to align it. Make sure it sits correctly, and you want to be really careful. You don't want to press onto it, you don't want to bend, no pin. That will screw up the whole CPU. We're just gonna press down on the latch. You'll see it move just a little bit and just lock it. So the CPU is locked on the motherboard. So now we can just place it on the case. You wanna put the RAM first, then put in the CPU?
Yes! Yes! Come to Papa!
With the RAM, be careful not to electrocute it. This one has like some shield on it. These are RGB lights. And again, with the theme, white and pink. Make sure this notch, you'll see a notch. Make sure it aligns with the notch on the motherboard. So we just place it down. Then when you press it down, you should hear a click. If it clicked, oh, there we go. There's the first click. Okay, we could put it on the case. That's what I'm gonna do next. I'll put it in here. Alright, now we just make sure it aligns with the bottom holes. I forgot, before putting the motherboard inside, make sure to put the IO shield first. Now that we have the IO shield on, we're gonna put the motherboard back in. Make sure everything aligns. We're gonna screw this one on, pushing the motherboard to the side. We're done screwing in the motherboard. So now that the motherboard's in here, what do you think we should do next?
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna put that RGB fan on. So we just take this one off. Because this one looks so nice.
Sexy.
Compared to the NXT one. What we're doing now is removing the back plate on the motherboard, since we got a different CPU cooler, and it needs its own faceplate. Ooh, look how it looks. This one on. So this is the one that's gonna replace it. It came with the pink flow. We're gonna put the fan. So every fan is gonna have like a little direction of where the fan blows out to. We want the arrow to point out, so we're gonna have to place it like this. Okay, let me screw these on. We put in the Corsair fan, but now we're gonna put the M.2 memory, 500 gig. This is where we're gonna put the Windows 10 operating system, just to have a quicker boot up. It's gonna go back here in the back. So we just need to unscrew the little bolt. Push it in, you hear that click. You already heard that click, you know it's connected. So now we gotta secure it. There, that's connected, it's ready. So on to the next thing, we're gonna put the power supply, which is a Corsair CX750. Now we have the power supply. It's a 750 amp. You won't be able to see it because this case, it hides it. You won't be able to see it. That's a bummer. Not a bummer? Okay, sorry. So we're gonna make it grab the air from the bottom. So we're just gonna screw these. So unfortunately, it's too big. It doesn't fit. So we can't use it no more. Sorry guys.
Don't lie to me.
So now that we connected the power supply into the case, we screwed it on. So now we're gonna put the white sleeved cables and connect them to the motherboard. I know we have more of them. We have these. We're gonna use them to the motherboard just to hide the black cable of the power supply. And go with the theme white and pink. Yes. See more of the white cables. We went around the little shield it has here. It does look better. This is for the CPU. This is the next one we're gonna connect. So just click this. We connected this one to the power supply, and its cables. This one will go to the graphics card. So the PCI. We are deciding to put in the hard drive. It's a 1 terabyte Western Digital Blue 210i. You do have a chance to connect SSDs here, 2.5. We don't have those. So our option is going to the bottom, and you'll see some openings right here. You can see them. So that's where we're gonna play hard drive. This is the power supply for the hard drive. So we're gonna just connect it back here like this. Okay. Then we're gonna put a SATA cable next to it. What we're gonna do now is connect the hard drive inside of the case from the bottom. Now that we put the hard drive, the power supply, the motherboard with all the accessories on there, connected all the cables, somewhat all the cables. The next thing we're gonna do is put the radiator in the front. So again, we're gonna look for the little arrows, wherever they are. Where are you? Did it come with any? Since we couldn't find an arrows on these fans, I just compared it to the one we have connected, the Corsair one. And this one, we know that it's getting the air from the inside, pushing it out. So we just matched them, just put them next to each other, make sure they're facing the same way. You can see the blades, you know, same form and same shape. And this is how we're gonna put them on the radiator. So we can see these. So we just pop one out. Each one comes with 8, so we're gonna put them all. Finally finished connecting the fans to the radiator. So now we just put them in and screw them on. Over on this side, go back to the screws. So we just put this one here. We put the radiator on. This is how it looks. Looks fine to me. Now we're gonna put this onto the CPU with a warning label to remove before installation. Okay, so here's the plate. We're gonna use this thermal paste Corsair ACTI M50, high performance here. You don't need a lot, but just be really careful to put this on. I wish the screws were pink too. Look how nice it looks. The next thing, and the last thing, the best part of everything, where your money should be going to, most of your money should be going to when you're building a computer, which is the graphics card. We have a 2060. And here it is, the graphics card.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
I'm just put this to the side because on the back we need to open these for it. So what we're gonna do is unscrew these, make sure they're aligned. You can't get them wrong because this part goes to the back. When you're putting it, you should be able to hear a clicking sound once you press down on it. And there it is. Now what we want to do is put the screws back on. So just put it. Put one screw here. That's how it's looking so far. Looking real nice. So the graphics are an 8-pin, so we're gonna connect this one. We're basically done with the PC. We connected everything. Then we have to do is check and turn it on, see all the LED lights turn on, the fans turn on, to hear everything. We've finished the cable management in the back. These fans is a little tricky. You just have to follow the manual and it shows you the diagram of how you want to connect everything. So it came with a remote and came with this remote. So these are for just the fans on the radiator and RGB light. The fan couldn't fit on the NZXT control for the RGBs and stuff like that. So we just connected it directly to the motherboard. The motherboard has an RGB connection. So we just turn it on.